We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. Cape Town will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
Masters hockey players, want to get selected and perform in national and international tournaments? My name is Lauren Penny, international hockey player and coach. And over the last 10 years, I've helped close to 1,000 hockey players to do just that. And now, I want to help you. So I've put together a free training video called The 4 Ways to Modernize Your Game, available at themodernhockeyplayer.com. Inside the video, you're going to discover how to stay competitive, confident and injury-free as you get older, so that you get selected and excel in national and international masters teams. Get instant access at themodernhockeyplayer.com.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the World Cup. We now have the England versus New Zealand men over 35 here in Cape Town, South Africa. We have sunny conditions with a strong northwesterly wind blowing, a maintained wind speed of 40 kilometers per hour with gusts of 60 kilometers per hour. So you can expect to see some slightly drier turf conditions as the sprinklers can't cover the whole turf, and the wind might affect overheads as we've seen in some previous games. This is going to be a real humdinger as both teams are currently tied at the top of the table. So both of them will be looking to gain the lead, and this should prove to be a very exciting match. With the haka from the New Zealand team just having finished, the teams will now get ready as we get ready for this game to get underway. With England having scored 14 goals in the 2 games they've played and New Zealand having scored 9, this could be a high-scoring affair. And away we go. New Zealand playing in the black kit from right to left, and England playing from the left to the right hand side of your screen. England immediately starting off with a good overhead across, putting New Zealand under some early pressure. Just maintaining possession, building up play here, switching the channels. The back 2 for England here, just getting some movement going, seeing if they can shift the New Zealand press. Good movement by the English. Just getting into the rhythm of the game. Slowly building up here, trying to expose any cracks in the New Zealand defense. Playing it out wide, cutting infield, trying to find an option, but good step by the New Zealand defender, making a good tackle and breaking the England momentum. They're now looking to counter-attack. Early ball, not quite finding a striker, but a good idea nonetheless. New Zealand using a 3/4 press here, making England do some of the work, trying to conserve energy for the rest of the game that is to come. Good movement, but slightly high. Umpire calling danger there, so it's a New Zealand ball. England applying some high pressure here, but New Zealand maintaining their composure, just escaping that press. They now have the numbers here to get a counter-attack going. They have space. Good ball into the center, running into top D. Good shot, but just over the top. Good work from the New Zealand men's team, using the momentum into the counter-attack. Or bobble there, but England, they get possession back. New Zealand identifying the opportunity to press, but England find the New Zealand foot. England now shifting the ball to the left-hand side. Through ball coming through, but good interception by New Zealand. Picked up by England, but then intercepted by New Zealand again. New Zealand just trying to clear, but finding the English foot instead. England also setting up into a half-court or three-quarter press. It's not quite clear. Great ball over the top, but picked up by the English defender. New Zealand having the wind to assist them there, getting some extra distance on that overhead pass. England down the left-hand side now. Good ball into the center of the field, but picked up. Good step by the New Zealand defender. Gesturing for a through ball, maintaining momentum. Just looking to find a pass. They slow it down so they can rebuild. New Zealand doing well to maintain structure and to identify that there were no forward passes. Picked up by the English press. They're now looking on their counter-attack, aiming to find the first circle entry here. Picked up by the New Zealand defender, who now has lots of space to find the next pass down the left-hand side. England doing really well to compress the space there, but just not managing to make a clean tackle. New Zealand now. Strong ball down the right, just not managing to trap it. So it'll be an England ball on the sideline. Strong pass on the line by the English, running towards D point. Still looking for that circle entry, but being awarded the free just outside the D. They'll be looking to get that first goal of the game. But a good tackle by the New Zealand defense. New Zealand just protecting the ball for now, seeing if they can find any cracks in the English press. England still employing a half-court to a three-quarter press, letting New Zealand do the running. Great tackle by the English midfield, but recollected by the New Zealand player. Umpire awarding New Zealand a free hit. New Zealand now pressing numbers forward. Unfortunately not being able to trap the ball there, so it'll be an England free hit. England trying to go over the New Zealand press, but New Zealand doing very well to collect the ball. They now have the opportunity to go forward. Trying to play quickly, catch the English defence off guard. Some smooth skills there by the New Zealand attacker, and it's upgraded to a short corner. The first of the game. England's short corner defence now having their first test of the match. New Zealand setting up with a double castle. Go for the near far post. Flick off, but good save by the England. England goalkeeper doing well there. Good movement to get his glove down low and block that flick, which is going to far post. Good tackle by the New Zealand player. Just losing his footing. England fighting the New Zealand foot. Good pass on the line by the English. New Zealand ball into the midfield. England doing well to apply pressure. Big overhead. All the way across. Almost finding the striker in the D, but not quite. New Zealand making the most of the strong wind behind them to get balls deep into the English D. Good work by the New Zealand player. 3 English players pressing him and still finding the foot. Really strong pass by New Zealand, but picked up by the English defence. New Zealand aiming to press him into the corner. But a great ball down the line. Followed by a good tackle there by the New Zealand player. Trying to play it quickly, doing well. Another quick ball into the D on T-point. Let's see what the baseline run. Oh, just over the baseline. So it'll be a 16. New Zealand trying to keep the pace up. Put England on the back foot. Strong ball down the line, but not finding any of the English strikers. Another big overhead, straight over the English press. England now building up play into New Zealand's half. Trying to shift the press, finding any gaps possible. New Zealand doing well to maintain their structure. But yeah, England have an opportunity. Ball into the D, but picked up by the New Zealand defender. Another big overhead. Cutting out England's press entirely. Good pick up there by the New Zealand player. New Zealand trying to find the striker, but not quite managing to do so. England now playing it out wide, trying to find a counter-attack opportunity. Good pass to the left, but picked up by the New Zealand player coming through the line. New Zealand now on the counter-attack. They do find, the New Zealand striker just not managing to collect that pass. But New Zealand doing well to identify threats in the D. England just losing possession there. Umpire indicating that the free hit is inside of the 23. Strong tackle by the English defence. Ball awarded to New Zealand. Apologies, to England. So it'll be England 16 out. England opting to take it quickly, trying to get New Zealand on the back foot. Barrier block. Umpire indicating that that will be a short corner. The New Zealand defender just dropping his leg there, and the umpire deeming it to be intentional, upgrading the call to a short corner. England now testing the New Zealand defense. Opting to use a single castle. Pushing out from the opposite side. Will be interesting to see what this variation amounts to. Quick ball out, outside of the 5, so it can be a lifted shot. Shots off, just not managing to find the target. Very big overhead, straight into England's D. New Zealand not managing to collect. Constantly testing whether England's defense is aware of where the New Zealand strikers are. With 30 seconds of this first shaka to go, England will be looking to find a gap in the New Zealand defense. Both teams still on 0 goals. Strong whistle by the umpire. This could be a card, and that will be the first card of the game. New Zealand player being sent off. 10 seconds to go. We could be seeing a big ball into the D here. And that will be the end of the first shaka. Both teams still on 0 goals. Still trying to find the first goal of the match. England starting off the second chukker here. Trying to capitalize early. Strong ball in. But the New Zealand defense wide awake, able to intercept that. New Zealand trying to utilize that pocket in the center of the English press. Strong ball out, ball down the line. Some good skill by the New Zealand player, trying to find the pass. Not managing to do so. Good interception. Be an England ball on the sideline. Good ball wide by the English. Good run by the English player. Circle entry, trying to find another striker, but collected by the New Zealand defender. Just losing his footing, but getting the pass off. Strong overhead running ball. Into the run of his striker, but not managing to catch up. England now shifting the ball wide. New Zealand's press doing well to collect that. Good interception by the English, straight into the path of the New Zealand player. Trying to get the pass off, but not quite managing to do so. However, it will be the New Zealand free hit. Good work by New Zealand. They have a free hit just outside the D. Going for the baseline run, but stopped by the English defense. We'll go out for a long corner. Both teams still looking to find that first goal of the match. New Zealand now looking to shift the English press. Strong ball through to T-point, finding the New Zealand striker. It will be an English free hit out. New Zealand now have the opportunity to build an attack here. Taking the ball on the sideline. Another big overhead, just over the top. Too much space for the New Zealand striker to collect. Good tackle by New Zealand, just maintaining the pressure on the English defense. Making sure that they don't have the option of that long ball to set up a counter attack. New Zealand employing a high press now, keeping the English heads down. But England still managing to find some cracks, slowly making their way up the field. England now opting for a long ball. They find the other player. Quick ball over the top, but the English defender proving up to the task, collecting that nicely. Now building up, but intercepted by the Black Six player. England shifting play out wide. Exploiting the right-hand channel. They have space. Building up towards top D. They now have the ball. Umpire deeming that to be dangerous, indicating that it'll be a New Zealand free at 16 out. Strong ball by New Zealand. New Zealand midfielder just maintaining possession. New Zealand making use of their blockers, trying to find any gaps. Good through ball, but picked up by the English defender. England now on the counter. Just not getting to that pass. Good build-up play by the Black Six. England doing very well to keep their structure here. Another big through ball picked up by the New Zealand player, but recollected by the English defense. England now on the left side. Short pop over. Still trying to find that player in the D. Another big overhead by New Zealand. Finding their player this time. This could be a real threat. But English defense doing well to pick that ball up. And they'll be able to rebuild their attack. Making their way along the right-hand side of the field here. Good tackle by the New Zealand player. New Zealand doing very well once again to apply the pressure on the English defense. They now have opportunity here. Pushing up numbers, trying to find that first goal. New Zealand player running down the right-hand side. England still doing very well to maintain the pressure, not giving New Zealand the time or space to find the big passes. Good double tackle by the English left back. They now aim to build a counter-attack here. Good through ball. Finding the English striker. He's looking for options to connect. Good through ball across the D, but picked up by the New Zealand defender. Good end-to-end hockey here as both teams aim to get that first goal. England now. Good short passes. England now with a chance. Umpire indicating that that will be a short corner for the English men. They now have a real opportunity to open the scoreline. Umpire indicating that it will not be a short corner, but a free just outside of the D. New Zealand on the counter, building up on the left-hand side of the field, looking for the big pass. Great ball across the field. They're in with a chance. Looking to find the New Zealand striker. Umpire indicating that that would be a dangerous ball in, so it'll be an England free hit just outside. Small bobble there, testing the English defender, just not managing to collect the pass. New Zealand on the attack. Big ball back. Shifting the English press. Finding the English foot there, so they'll be able to take the free hit again. English side proving to be very disciplined and maintaining their structure well. England just managing to keep the ball in. Good work. Good work right there by the English player, but picked up by the New Zealand. New Zealand once again opting for that big overhead, but straight into the English defense. Double overhead, finding the New Zealand player, who's now looking for the baseline run, but picked up by the English defense. Good tackle, building into the counter attack, managing to keep the ball in. They now cut in field. This could be a real opportunity. Playing the ball out wide, trying to find a gap to get that circle entry. Just tripping over his feet. Not being able to connect with the other English midfield player. 1 minute left here of the second chukker, which will bring the first half to a close. Both teams still tied, still looking for that first goal of the game. New Zealand really using that pocket that the English press is allowing. Finding the New Zealand striker, but not managing to connect with the player in the D. Umpire calls time as the ball bobbles out asking for a new ball from the tech table. Won't be much time here. England opting to just run the timer out as we go into the second half with scores still tied. No goals on the score sheet yet. Both teams will be looking to open scoring in the second half.
Masters hockey players, want to get selected and perform in national and international tournaments? My name is Lauren Penny, international hockey player and coach. And over the last 10 years, I've helped close to 1,000 hockey players to do just that. And now, I want to help you. So I've put together a free training video called The 4 Ways to Modernize Your Game, available at themodernhockeyplayer.com. Inside the video, you're going to discover how to stay competitive, confident and injury-free as you get older, so that you get selected and excel in national and international masters teams. Get instant access at themodernhockeyplayer.com.
Both teams now getting ready for the start of the third chukka and the second half. The score is still tied at 0 apiece. Both teams still looking for that first opening goal. England immediately applying pressure to the New Zealand defence. Trying to get the ball wide, but good composure there. New Zealand making a great tackle. And awarded the free hit out. England with a very high press, trying to fluster the New Zealand defense. Big ball into the D, just not finding the English striker. England now back in their half. They'll have to build up from the start again. Trying to find that ball down the line, but New Zealand also employing a high press now. Both teams trying to shift the momentum, get the other team on the back foot. England now also utilizing the big overheads. With the wind behind them, they should be able to get some extra distance. Some good skill there by the Black Six player. England falling back into a three-quarter press. Just controlling the game. Slowly stepping up, closing the space for New Zealand. But they pick up the ball here on the counter. They have a chance. Playing it in, just not finding the man on P-spot. A real threat there from the English side. Just reminding the New Zealand defense that they could be scoring at any time. Good interception by the English defender, but good reverse pressure from the New Zealand striker as well. Out wide on the left-hand side. New Zealand just closing the space there, not allowing the baseline run. Good interception, good composure. New Zealand now building up play, trying to break into the English half, but a good tackle by the English. England now building up their attack. Some good skill, big collision. Goalkeeper coming out to clear the ball. England awarded a free hit. Strong whistle turned by the umpire, warning the players to calm down a bit. Time has been stopped. Seems like the goalkeeper's gear has come loose. And play resumes. England building up the attack on the right-hand side, but not managing to trap it, so it'll be a New Zealand ball on the sideline. Zealand shifting the English press. England, in turn, attempting to press New Zealand into that corner. Managing to achieve a turnover. Both sides proving to be well disciplined, maintaining their press. Not forcing too many big passes. England cutting infield. Umpire indicating that it will be a New Zealand free hit. Not quite sure what happened there. New Zealand now playing into the pocket in the English press. Doing so again. Good ball out. Quick ball. Right around the English press. England doing well to close the space again. New Zealand player obstructing the English player there. So it'll be an England free hit. Big overhead. But no English striker to collect. Good interception. England now have a chance here, but some good pressure by the New Zealand defence. Just ensuring that England don't have the time to get the shot off. England down the baseline. But once again, a good step from the New Zealand defence. New Zealand doing really well to keep England out of their D. Crash ball in. And collected by New Zealand. New Zealand looking for the early pass but not finding it. Instead opting to push numbers up. Create some extra opportunities. New Zealand now with a chance just outside the D. Ball into the D. Looking for the baseline run. English defender does well to collect the ball, keeping his composure, trying to clear it out. And New Zealand have another short corner, their second of the game. The English just taking out the New Zealand player's leg, leading to the short corner where New Zealand will have the opportunity to take the lead. New Zealand setting up with a double castle again. Be interesting to see if they opt for a straight flick or whether they attempt a variation this time around. Strong push out to the near castle, drag flick. Picked up by the first wave. And there'll be another short corner. England's short corner defense once again proving to be effective. Another drag flick and an incredible goal into the top corner. New Zealand opens the scoring with a phenomenal drag flick from number 13. Harman Singh for New Zealand proving to be very dangerous. Another big overhead from the English side. They do find the striker, but he doesn't quite manage to collect that pass. We'll have a look at the highlight here, and we can see that's a near perfect top corner goal. Not much the postman nor the keeper could have done about that one. Crash ball from England, but no one to collect it. Good overhead by England, using that overlap on the right hand side. Unfortunately not being able to collect that pass. Short ball pass. Straight into the English defense. England now applying the pressure, trying to equalize. Shifting play. Just looking to move the New Zealand defense. See if they can expose any space. Find the player infield. Now looking down the right hand channel. Find a striker. Breakdown by the New Zealand defense. Umpire indicating play on. New Zealand now have the opportunity to counter attack. Good composure. Just maintaining possession. The umpire indicating that that is a poor tackle from the English midfielder. New Zealand going over the English press, but once again finding the English defender. New Zealand on the counter. Can they find the option forward? Instead opting to go back, build up from scratch. They can afford to play the possession game, but they go for the short overhead. Picked up by the English defense. The overheads into the wind, not going very far. Strong tackle by New Zealand, but the umpire deems it to be England's ball. Big ball into the D, almost connecting with the striker there. That could have been dangerous for New Zealand. New Zealand centre back just indicating that they should slow it down. They have the lead. There's no need for them to force the play. New Zealand now resetting. Good pass by England. Trying to cut infield, but not managing to do so. It will be England's ball just outside the D. Crash ball in, but collected by New Zealand. Doing well to clear that out from the top D area. Finds the English striker. And they sneak it in! New Zealand just missing out there, and England scoring a goal to equalize the scoreline. A very unconventional goal, but once again proving that a ball on target is always worth the effort. The scoreline now equal. Both teams will be looking to get that leading goal. 30 seconds left in this chukker. We might see some big balls. There we go. Big overhead into the D. But the umpire indicating that was dangerous. Straight into the English defense. England now with the opportunity to launch an attack. Potentially building on the momentum from that first goal. Just shifting the press there. Catching the striker wrong-footed. And there goes the Uta. So it will be the end of the third chukker. Score tied at 1 apiece. Should prove to be a very exciting final chukker, as both these teams are currently tied for the top of the table and will be looking to extend their lead. Teams now making their way back onto the field for the fourth and final chukker. Score still tied at 1 apiece. New Zealand starting with the ball, potentially looking to put England on the back foot early in this final chukker. New Zealand now down the right hand side of the field. Good interception. Still moving forward, taking it quickly. England picking up that pass and just clearing the ball wide, giving them some breathing room. Incredible pass from defender to striker, but England just putting enough pressure, getting the New Zealand striker wrong-footed. They will have the opportunity on the long corner here. Quick ball in, but England's midfield picking that up. England now building momentum going forward, trying to find the pass, running into the New Zealand player. Umpire deeming that to be a card. Seems a bit harsh, but in the end the umpire is the final verdict. England now shifting the play. Big overhead from New Zealand. Picked up by the New Zealand striker. Could be an opportunity for attack here. New Zealand carrying it down the left-hand side, but there are a lot of English defenders. Pass into the D, but picked up by the English. Just hitting the English foot. New Zealand ball right outside the D. Looking for that circle entry. Good pass towards the baseline. Trying to make something of this. New Zealand applying the pressure, but England ultimately collecting the 16 frees out. England now playing it out wide. Down the right hand side, they have momentum here. Strong attacking opportunity. Find the New Zealand foot. Good ball for the player running in. New Zealand swing and a miss. They just play it wide. England ball in. They do get a touch, but it goes wide for 16. England making sure to apply as much pressure as possible here. Not allowing New Zealand to gain momentum and get into the swing of things. Big overhead. New Zealand collecting that pass. Collision there between the New Zealand and England player. Strong whistle, that will be another card. Now upgrading it to a yellow. With the New Zealand player being sent off. Presumably for 5 minutes. New Zealand will have to ensure that their defense is rock solid, playing with a man down, whilst England will be trying to exploit the one-man overload and try and find some extra space. England playing it out wide, looking for the opportunity into the D, but the New Zealand defense have numbers. They now gain possession, trying to work it out of their own half. English free it. Good pass by England. Just trying to find any gaps in the New Zealand defense. Shifting it out wide. Good ball into the D. Touched out by the New Zealand defense. So it'll be a long corner for England. Big ball out wide for England. Trying to find that T-point pass, and they will. They're in the circle now. But good work by the New Zealand defender. So it'll be another long corner. England playing it quickly, getting it out to the right. Playing the crash ball into the D. And New Zealand once again clearing it wide for another long corner. New Zealand doing well to just control the game here and not allowing England any opportunities to score. Ball across the field, into the left corner. Quick ball into the D. And once again, just touched wide by the New Zealand defense. England now. Still trying to find that connection in the circle. Aiming to run themselves. But a good tackle by the New Zealand defender, and it's been upgraded to a short corner. So England will now have the opportunity to score off this short corner. A real threat here. With potential for England to take the lead. With 10 minutes to go, England will be looking to establish control of this game. Setting up with two castles. Likely to be a drag flick, but it could be a variation. Strong ball out to the first castle. Flick gets off, but good save by the New Zealand goalkeeper. And good follow-up by the New Zealand defense. They now have the chance to counter. Can they find the big pass? They do. They find the right striker. He has space and numbers. Great commitment by the English defense, just touching it wide. Breaking the momentum there so they can get numbers behind. Crash ball in. Not finding the New Zealand defender. Touched up by the English goalkeeper, and another short corner. Going from an English short corner to a New Zealand short corner. As their first goal was a phenomenal drag flick into the top corner, they might be looking to do so again. Although Singh seems to be... Oh yeah, he is. Stepping up to the castle. Strong ball out to the second castle. Ball in, and what a goal! Great deflection off Peacewat. Good slider. Great tap in. New Zealand now with a 2-1 lead. Number 7 scoring there. Jan Petersen, the captain for the New Zealand men's team. England once again on the back foot. They'll be looking to equalize here, whilst New Zealand will try to break their momentum and keep the lead. England shifting the play. Good build up on the left hand side. Great tackle by the New Zealand defender. But the umpire awarding the free hit to England, who just lose possession, which means this will be a New Zealand 16. Let's take a look at this replay. Straight in over the stick of the player on Peacewat, and an exceptional deflection. Good 45 pass, just utilizing that pocket space. Big overhead from New Zealand again. Trying to find their strikers, but not quite doing so. Ball on the right hand side from England. Now shifting the play to the left. England now working their way up the right hand side of the field. Crash ball into the D, not finding anyone, so it will be another 16 for the New Zealand Black Six. With 7 minutes to go, New Zealand will be looking to slow down play, whilst England will try and apply as much pressure as possible. New Zealand on the left-hand side. They do have numbers here. Strong opportunity for a counter-attack. They cut to top D, but they lose control. They do maintain possession, but England making a strong tackle. Umpire awarding the free hit to the English defense. Just asking them to bring it back to where the offense occurred. England now with a lot of space. Unfortunately not trapping that pass quite. Another big overhead from Singh. But just playing it out the side. So it'll be England's ball on the sideline. England gaining momentum here. Not quite collecting on top, Dean, but that would have been quite the threat. Benjamin Dando playing the ball down the center, but picked up by the English. English still trying to equalize, trying to find the opportunity in the D. Get the pass out wide. Now breaking into the circle. Good pass across, and they have the short corner. England now with a real opportunity here to equalize the scoreline. They haven't managed to score for short corner yet, but they'll be looking to do so now. Strong ball out to the first castle. Drag flick coming through. Good save. Very strong save by the New Zealand goalkeeper. His team will be happy with that. Getting down low before that flick hits the bottom corner. Singh going for the big overhead, but not managing to do so. Picked up by the English strikers in the press. Trying to break into the D, but not getting there. It will be a long corner for England. Umpire indicating that would be dangerous, so it'll be a black stick, 16 out. England really working hard to close the gap here, but not being 5. Umpire upgrading the call, and there will be another card. The English player being shown a green card for chirping the umpire. Playing with a man down, it will be difficult for England to get back into this game. England shifting the ball wide, running on the right hand side. Trying to find the connection in the D. They do so. Good pass across. They do find the other striker. No call from the umpire. Play on. And there it is. Umpire indicating that it will be New Zealand's ball. Big ball over the top. New Zealand managing to get a lot of distance, but the striker not picking it up. So it will be England's ball on the sideline. 2 minutes left. England will be looking to build up play here. Potentially one of their last chances to equalize the scoreline. Picked up by the New Zealand defender. Cutting infield. Umpire awards him the free hit. Singh playing another ball over the top. Touched wide by the English defender. New Zealand just looking to maintain possession as they have the lead in this game. Singh with a quick ball wide. Good tackle by the English defence. Doing well to maintain composure, but picked up by New Zealand. England have possession again. They have space here. Can they use it to equalize? Running into the D. They do get the New Zealand foot, and it will be another short corner. England with a real chance to equalize the scoreline just before the end of this match. With approximately 40 seconds remaining, this could be England's last chance to equalize. Out to the second castle, but not trapped, so it will be New Zealand's ball, 16 out. New Zealand will probably be looking to slow down play here. Just maintain control, big overhead again, gaining some space. Getting England out of their half. New Zealand not being 5. Another big overhead in response. Straight into the D. But no one there to collect it. Long corner for England. Umpire indicating that it should be a 16. And that's the game. New Zealand take it 2-1. Very close contest. But England not quite managing to equalize.